Welcome to our video where we uncover the 5 biggest myths about men's sexual health. Have you ever wondered if certain beliefs about male sexuality are true? Many guys struggle with misinformation that can affect their confidence and relationships. In this video, we'll tackle common myths that persist in society and reveal the truths behind them. Why is this important? Understanding sexual health is crucial not just for men, but for everyone. By the end, you'll gain valuable insights that can help you make informed decisions and improve your well-being. So, whether you're looking to debunk what you've heard or simply want to learn more, stick around. You're about to discover facts that can change your perspective on male sexual health. Let's dive in and separate fact from fiction. Many men believe that as long as they feel fine, there's no need to see a doctor for regular checkups. This mindset can be dangerous, as it often leads to missing early signs of health issues that could be easily managed or treated if caught in time. Imagine a superhero who feels invincible, soaring through life without a care. But behind that facade of strength, a hidden villain lurks, ready to strike when least expected. This villain, in the context of men's health, could be a silent condition like high blood pressure, diabetes, or even prostate cancer. Each of these can manifest without noticeable symptoms, making regular checkups essential. Consider the story of Mark, a 45-year-old man who prided himself on his health. He jogged every morning, ate well, and felt great. But when he finally decided to visit his doctor after years of avoidance, the results shocked him. He discovered elevated cholesterol levels and early signs of diabetes. By catching these issues early, Mark was able to make lifestyle changes, including adjusting his diet and increasing his exercise routine. His story illustrates the importance of being proactive about one's health, turning what could have been a grim prognosis into a tale of triumph and transformation. Regular checkups are not just about identifying problems. They are also an opportunity for men to engage with their healthcare providers about their sexual health. Many may wonder, what will the doctor even check? During a typical checkup, a doctor will assess blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and perform necessary screenings such as blood tests. They may also discuss sexual health topics, including erectile dysfunction or testosterone levels, which can significantly affect quality of life. Some might still be skeptical, thinking, I feel fine, nothing is wrong with me. This is a common misconception. Just because symptoms are not apparent doesn't mean underlying issues aren't present. Research indicates that men are less likely than women to visit their doctors regularly, often leading to more advanced stages of health issues when they eventually do seek care. By prioritizing regular checkups, men can take charge of their health and address potential issues before they escalate. Imagine a world where men openly discuss their health concerns without fear or stigma. A world where it's just as normal for a man to schedule a checkup as it is to hit the gym. This shift in perspective can empower men to view their health as a priority, not an afterthought. By normalizing these conversations, we can create an environment where seeking help is seen as a strength rather than a weakness. As we transition to the next myth, let's reflect on the importance of being proactive. Regular checkups equip men with the knowledge they need to navigate their health journeys effectively. They serve as a vital checkpoint, ensuring that men remain the heroes of their own stories, equipped to face any challenges that come their way. So, as you ponder the significance of regular checkups, remember Mark's journey and the silent villain that could be lurking in the shadows of your health. Taking that first step towards a checkup can lead to powerful transformations, ensuring you continue to lead a vibrant, healthy life. And with that thought, let's delve deeper into the next myth surrounding men's sexual health and discover how age impacts erectile dysfunction, or, as we'll find out, how it doesn't have to. Erectile dysfunction, ED, is often viewed as an inevitable part of aging, a conclusion that many men resign themselves to as they grow older. However, this belief is not only misleading, but can also have detrimental effects on a man's self-esteem and relationships. The reality is that while changes may occur with age, erectile dysfunction is not a guaranteed outcome, and many men successfully navigate this life stage with vitality and intimacy. Let's meet John, a 50-year-old man who found himself grappling with the thought that his romantic days were over. Like many, he had internalized the idea that aging meant a decline in sexual health, leading to feelings of inadequacy and despair. After experiencing difficulty in the bedroom, John felt hopeless, believing that he had lost a vital part of his identity. But what John didn't know was that by seeking medical advice and making some lifestyle changes, he could reignite his passion and confidence. John's journey began with a simple visit to his doctor, where he learned that erectile dysfunction could stem from various factors, including stress, poor diet, and lack of exercise. This marked the beginning of a transformative chapter in his life. He discovered that incorporating regular physical activity and a balanced diet could significantly improve his sexual health. In fact, studies show that men who engage in regular exercise are less likely to experience erectile dysfunction. By prioritizing his health, John not only improved his physical well-being, but also his mental health, leading to a renewed sense of self. But what specific steps did John take? He started with small changes, such as taking daily walks and swapping out unhealthy snacks for fruits and vegetables. As he began to feel better physically, John also focused on managing his stress through mindfulness practices like meditation and yoga. The more he invested in his health, the more he realized that confidence in the bedroom was closely tied to how he felt about himself overall. As John continued on this path, he also sought help from a qualified therapist, recognizing the emotional and psychological aspects of sexual health. He learned that many men face similar challenges, and talking about these issues can be incredibly empowering. By openly discussing his feelings with his partner, John fostered a deeper emotional connection, which enriched their intimacy. This experience highlights a vital truth. Sexual health is not solely about physical performance, but also about emotional and psychological well-being. This brings us to an important point. Many men may feel hesitant to seek help or discuss their struggles with erectile dysfunction, fearing it might make them appear weak. However, the truth is that reaching out for support is a sign of strength. It takes courage to confront these issues and seek solutions. Just like a knight who finally asks for guidance in battle, John's willingness to engage in open dialogue transformed his relationship and enhanced his sexual health. So, what can other men learn from John's story? The key takeaway is that erectile dysfunction is not an inevitability of aging, but rather a challenge that can often be managed or even overcome. By embracing a holistic approach that includes regular checkups, lifestyle changes, and open communication, men can reclaim their confidence and vitality. It is essential to remember that every journey is unique, and seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but rather an empowering step towards a healthier life. In conclusion, John's experience serves as a beacon of hope for many. By understanding that erectile dysfunction is not a predetermined fate, men can approach their sexual health with confidence, armed with knowledge and support. The next time you hear the myth that aging equals loss of sexual vitality, remember John's story and the possibility of transformation that lies within each of us. Sexual health is a complex landscape, often misunderstood and reduced to mere performance. Many men believe that their sexual health hinges solely on their ability to perform in bed, equating it with masculinity and self-worth. However, this narrow view overlooks the emotional and psychological dimensions that are integral to a fulfilling sex life. Understanding this broader perspective can lead to healthier relationships and improved overall well-being. Imagine a flourishing garden. If you only water the vibrant flowers but ignore the weeds, what happens? The garden becomes unbalanced, and eventually, the flowers may wither under the chokehold of the overgrown weeds. Similarly, focusing solely on physical performance in sexual health can lead to neglect of emotional and psychological needs. Men often feel immense pressure to perform, but when they encounter challenges, such as anxiety or stress, it can create a cycle of frustration and disappointment. This is where emotional health becomes crucial. Consider the story of Mark, a 38-year-old man who believed that his value in a relationship was dictated by his sexual prowess. After a particularly stressful year at work, he found himself struggling to maintain an erection. Embarrassed and feeling inadequate, he withdrew from his partner, thinking that admitting his struggles would make him appear weak. Over time, this caused a rift in their relationship, filled with misunderstandings and unspoken fears. Eventually, Mark's partner encouraged him to talk openly about his feelings, leading to a pivotal moment of vulnerability. Through this conversation, they discovered that their intimacy was built on connection, trust, and emotional support rather than just physical performance. By addressing the emotional aspects of their relationship, they were able to rekindle their intimacy, reinforcing the idea that sexual health encompasses much more than just the physical act. Research supports this notion, showing that emotional intimacy can lead to better sexual experiences. A study published in the Journal of Sex Research found that men who reported higher levels of emotional connection with their partners experienced greater sexual satisfaction. This finding underscores the importance of nurturing emotional health alongside physical health. So how do you cultivate this broader understanding of sexual health? Start by fostering open communication with your partner. Create a safe space where both of you can express your feelings, needs, and concerns without fear of judgment. This can be as simple as setting aside time each week to check in with one another. It's about building that emotional intimacy, which can significantly enhance your sexual experiences. Moreover, practice self-care. Engage in activities that promote your emotional well-being, like meditation, exercise, or pursuing hobbies that you enjoy. Remember that taking care of your mental health is not a sign of weakness. Rather, it is a vital part of maintaining your overall sexual health. As we reflect on Mark's journey, it becomes clear that embracing the emotional and psychological aspects of sexual health can transform not only individual experiences, but also relationships as a whole. The shift from viewing sexual health purely as a performance to recognizing it as a multifaceted experience allows for deeper connections. This brings us to a crucial point. By understanding that sexual health is about more than just physical capability, we empower ourselves and our partners. When we nurture both emotional and physical aspects of intimacy, we create a harmonious balance that enriches our lives. The next time you think about sexual health, remember that it's a holistic journey, one that thrives on connection, trust, and open dialogue. By embracing this comprehensive view, we pave the way for deeper understanding and fulfillment in our intimate lives. Many men believe that societal norms dictate they should have an insatiable appetite for sex, leading to the misconception that all men possess a high sex drive. This stereotype can create unnecessary pressure and anxiety, causing some to feel inadequate if their libido doesn't match the expectation. The truth is, sexual desire varies significantly from one individual to another, influenced by factors such as age, health, stress levels, and emotional connections. Consider the story of Alex, a man who felt the weight of societal expectations pressing down on him. In his late 30s, he found himself struggling to keep up with what he believed was the norm. This misconception led him into a spiral of frustration and self-doubt. Alex thought he was alone in this experience. Convinced that his lower libido made him less of a man, he avoided conversations about intimacy with his partner, fearing judgment and misunderstanding. But then something changed. After a candid conversation with a close friend, Alex learned that he was far from alone. His friend shared his own struggles and how communication had transformed his relationship. Inspired, Alex decided to open up to his partner. What he discovered was profound. Instead of criticism, he encountered empathy and understanding. They began discussing their desires, fears, and expectations, which created a new level of intimacy in their relationship. This journey is not just about Alex. It reflects a common struggle many men face. The pressure to conform to an unrealistic standard can lead to feelings of inadequacy and isolation. However, it's crucial to understand that libido is not a measure of masculinity or worth. Studies indicate that factors such as stress, relationship dynamics, and health can significantly impact sexual desire. For instance, a survey conducted by the American Urological Association found that nearly 40% of men experience some form of sexual dysfunction, but this is often tied to psychological or relational issues rather than biological ones. By embracing open communication, men like Alex can dismantle the stigma surrounding sexual health. Talking about libido and intimacy should not be seen as a weakness, but as a pathway to stronger relationships. It's about understanding that intimacy is multifaceted, encompassing emotional bonds, trust, and mutual respect. As Alex learned, discussing libido openly can lead to greater understanding and support between partners. They discovered that intimacy isn't solely defined by physical acts, but is enriched by emotional connections. By sharing their feelings and needs, they cultivated a safe space where both could express themselves without fear of judgment. What did Alex ultimately find? He discovered that true intimacy involves vulnerability, acceptance, and the willingness to explore desires together. The real transformation came when he shifted his perspective, from viewing libido as a rigid standard to seeing it as a fluid, evolving aspect of their relationship. This narrative not only highlights the importance of communication, but also emphasizes the need to challenge societal norms. Men can redefine what it means to be intimate, prioritizing connection over performance. By sharing these experiences and insights, we can foster an environment where discussions about sexual health are welcomed and normalized. As we continue this exploration, remember that understanding libido and sexual health is a journey, not a destination. So let's keep breaking down those myths, one conversation at a time. The path to empowerment lies in knowledge, open dialogue, and the courage to embrace our unique experiences. Do you feel like you're losing yourself? That fire, strength, and confidence you used to have, it's fading, and no one's talking about why. Hormonal decline is real, and it's stealing your energy, performance, and even your relationships. But you don't have to let it. There's a proven way to restore your vitality and become the man you used to be, or even better. The solution is in the pinned comment. Don't settle for less when you can have it all. Talking about sexual health is often viewed as a taboo subject for many men, but it is crucial to recognize that discussing these topics is a sign of strength, not weakness. Picture a knight, armored and brave, standing tall on the battlefield. Yet when faced with an overwhelming challenge, he hesitates to seek counsel from a wise mentor. This moment of uncertainty can be daunting, but what happens when he finally decides to ask for help? He discovers that sharing his struggles not only lightens his burden, but also equips him with invaluable tools to face his fears. In the realm of sexual health, many men feel isolated in their struggles, fearing judgment or ridicule. They might convince themselves that they should handle everything alone, perpetuating the myth that vulnerability is a weakness. However, studies show that open communication about sexual health can significantly enhance relationships. A survey indicated that couples who discuss sexual issues openly report higher satisfaction in their relationships, as trust and understanding flourish in an environment where feelings are shared. Consider the story of Mark, a man in his early 30s who recently faced challenges in his intimate life. He felt embarrassed and ashamed, thinking that admitting his struggles would make him appear less masculine. But one day, he decided to confide in his partner about his feelings of inadequacy. To his surprise, she responded with empathy and support, sharing her own concerns and vulnerabilities. This conversation not only deepened their emotional connection, but also opened the door to exploring solutions together. So, how can one begin this essential dialogue about sexual health? It starts with creating a safe space. Choose a comfortable environment where both partners feel relaxed and free from distractions. Begin with simple statements like, "I want to talk about something that's been on my mind," or "How do you feel about our intimacy lately?" This approach lowers defenses and fosters a sense of collaboration rather than confrontation. As the conversation unfolds, it's essential to practice active listening. This means not just hearing words, but understanding emotions behind them. If a partner expresses frustration or concern, validate those feelings by acknowledging them. Phrases like, "I understand why you feel that way," can go a long way in bridging gaps in communication. But what if the conversation reveals deeper issues or insecurities? This is where seeking professional help can be transformative. Many men shy away from talking to a doctor or therapist about sexual health, fearing embarrassment or stigma. However, healthcare professionals are trained to handle these discussions with sensitivity and confidentiality. Reaching out for help can provide insights and solutions that individuals may not have considered, leading to better outcomes. Let's return to Mark. After that pivotal conversation with his partner, they decided to visit a therapist who specialized in sexual health. Through guided discussions, they learned to communicate their desires and boundaries more effectively, which ultimately revitalized their relationship. The transformation was profound. What began as a source of stress became an opportunity for growth and deeper intimacy. In essence, talking about sexual health is a crucial step toward empowerment. It allows men to reclaim their narratives, challenge societal norms, and build healthier, more fulfilling relationships. The journey of opening up might feel daunting at first, but as Mark discovered, it can lead to profound personal and relational growth. So the next time you find yourself hesitant to discuss sexual health, remember the knight who sought counsel. Embrace the strength in vulnerability, and recognize that you are not alone in your journey. By engaging in open dialogue, you pave the way for understanding, intimacy, and ultimately, a healthier life. Open communication about sexual health can be a transformative experience, acting as a catalyst for deeper connections and enhanced relationships. Many individuals might not realize the profound impact that discussing sexual health can have on their intimacy with partners. Studies have shown that couples who engage in open dialogue about their desires, concerns, and experiences tend to report higher levels of satisfaction in their relationships. Yet initiating these conversations can feel daunting. Imagine a character named Mark, a man in his late 30s who has always shied away from discussing his sexual health. He enjoyed a good relationship with his partner, but there remained an invisible barrier between them. Mark wanted to express his desires and fears, but felt embarrassed and unsure about how to start the conversation. This was his silent struggle, and it left him feeling isolated. But everything changed one evening when he stumbled upon a podcast discussing the importance of communication in relationships. Intrigued, Mark started to reflect on his own experiences, realizing that his reluctance might be holding both him and his partner back. That night, Mark decided to take a leap of faith. He approached his partner, and instead of diving straight into the specifics of their sexual health, he began with a simple question about how they both felt about their relationship. This opened the door to an honest and heartfelt conversation. They shared their thoughts on intimacy, desires, and even insecurities. What Mark discovered was enlightening. Vulnerability invited more intimacy. His partner expressed appreciation for his openness, and together they explored not just the physical aspects of their relationship, but also the emotional dimensions that had been neglected for so long. This story illustrates how open dialogue about sexual health can lead to profound transformations in relationships. But how can someone else embark on this journey? One effective approach is to create a comfortable environment. Choose a relaxed setting, perhaps during a quiet evening at home, or while enjoying a walk together. Initiating the conversation with a casual remark about a shared experience, like a movie scene that resonates with their relationship, can set a positive tone. Moreover, active listening plays a crucial role in these discussions. It's important not only to express oneself, but also to make space for the partner's feelings and thoughts. This mutual exchange fosters trust and understanding, allowing both partners to feel valued and heard. To further enhance communication, it is essential to educate oneself about sexual health. Knowing the facts can help dispel myths and ease any apprehensions about the topic. For instance, understanding that sexual health encompasses more than just performance can shift the focus of the conversation to emotional well-being and mutual satisfaction. As we peel back the layers of this topic, we realize the importance of addressing sexual health as a shared responsibility. Many men might feel they need to shoulder this alone, but engaging in dialogue can ease that burden. Mark's journey led him to recognize that discussing sexual health is not a sign of weakness, but rather a display of strength and commitment to his partner. In conclusion, The act of communicating about sexual health can unlock new dimensions of intimacy and understanding in relationships. Mark's experience serves as a reminder that vulnerability can lead to empowerment, transforming perceived weaknesses into strengths. If you find yourself hesitant to discuss sexual health, remember that you are not alone, and the rewards of stepping into that conversation can be life-changing. Embrace the challenge, and you might just discover a new level of connection with your partner that you never thought possible. Regular exercise is a cornerstone of maintaining sexual health, but many men underestimate its profound effects. Picture this. A man named David, in his early 40s, felt sluggish and uninspired. He often dismissed his low energy and lack of desire for intimacy as just part of getting older. However, after learning that exercise could boost his testosterone levels and improve his overall vitality, David decided to take action. He started with simple daily walks, gradually incorporating strength training and cardiovascular workouts. The transformation was remarkable. Not only did David notice an increase in his energy levels, but his confidence soared, leading to a more satisfying, intimate life. By the end of this journey, David realized that exercise was not merely about physical fitness. It was a pathway to reclaiming his zest for life. A balanced diet is equally vital for sexual health. It's not just about what you eat. It's about how your food choices impact your body's performance. Think of your body as a high-performance vehicle. Would you fuel it with low-quality gas? When John, a 55-year-old man, switched to a nutrient-rich diet filled with fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, he discovered the benefits could extend far beyond weight loss. His libido improved, and he felt more energetic than ever. John learned that certain foods, like avocados and nuts, can boost blood flow and hormone levels, making a tangible difference in his sexual health. The journey to better eating wasn't without its challenges, but each small change led to significant improvements. Managing stress is another critical aspect of maintaining sexual health. In our fast-paced world, stress can be a silent killer, affecting everything from libido to performance. Consider Mike, who was constantly overwhelmed with work and personal obligations. He noticed that his stress levels were affecting his relationship with his partner. After seeking advice, Mike began practicing mindfulness and meditation. These techniques allowed him to manage his stress effectively, leading to improved emotional intimacy with his partner. The results were life-changing. Mike found that reducing stress not only enhanced his sexual health, but also deepened his connection with his loved one. The once overwhelming burden transformed into a manageable part of his daily routine. Seeking professional help when needed is crucial yet often overlooked. Many men feel reluctant to discuss sexual health issues with a doctor, fearing judgment or embarrassment. However, seeking help is a sign of strength. Take the story of Tom, who struggled with performance anxiety. After months of silence, he finally decided to speak to a healthcare professional. The advice and support he received not only alleviated his anxiety, but also equipped him with tools to approach intimacy more confidently. Tom learned that professionals are there to help, not to judge, and that opening up about sexual health can lead to significant improvements. But what if you're unsure where to start? Begin with small, manageable changes. Start by incorporating a short workout into your daily routine, swapping out junk food for healthier options, practicing stress management techniques like deep breathing, and scheduling regular checkups with your doctor. Each step you take can lead to monumental changes in your sexual health. The transformation is not just about avoiding problems, but enhancing the overall quality of life. As you embark on this journey, remember the stories of David, John, Mike, and Tom. Their experiences serve as reminders that the path to better sexual health is within reach, and the benefits extend beyond the bedroom to enrich every facet of life. Empower yourself with knowledge and take action today, because every small step can lead to a more fulfilling tomorrow. Understanding men's sexual health is a journey filled with myths, misconceptions, and ultimately empowerment. By debunking these myths, we not only help men take charge of their health, but also enrich the lives of those around them. Knowledge is power, and when it comes to sexual health, that power can lead to profound transformation. Let's consider the story of Mark, a man in his early 40s. Mark had always thought of himself as healthy and strong, but when he started experiencing some challenges in his intimate life, he brushed them aside. He believed it was just a phase that would pass, much like a cold. But as time progressed, his confidence began to wane, and he found himself feeling isolated and anxious. It was only when he stumbled upon information about the importance of regular checkups and open discussions regarding sexual health that he decided to take action. Mark's journey from ignorance to understanding exemplifies how confronting myths can lead to a healthier, more fulfilling life. One of the most powerful lessons Mark learned is that sexual health includes not just physical ability, but also emotional and mental well-being. The myth that sexual health is solely about performance had kept him locked in a cycle of shame and fear. By embracing the idea that emotional health is equally crucial, he found ways to foster intimacy and connection with his partner, ultimately leading to a more satisfying relationship. This transformation was not instantaneous. It required patience, communication, and sometimes uncomfortable conversations. Yet the benefits were clear. His self-esteem soared, and he felt more connected to his partner than ever before. As we reflect on Mark's journey, it's vital to recognize that everyone's path will be unique. The key is to start with small, manageable steps. This could mean scheduling that overdue checkup or even initiating a conversation about sexual health with a partner. Imagine the relief and empowerment that comes with taking control of one's health. The act of seeking help, rather than viewing it as a sign of weakness, is in itself an act of courage. Mark's experience also highlights the importance of communication. He learned that talking openly about sexual health not only alleviated his own fears, but also encouraged his partner to share her feelings and concerns. This mutual exchange laid the foundation for a deeper emotional bond, which in turn enhanced their physical connection. By fostering an environment of trust, they transformed their relationship into one that was not just about physical intimacy, but also emotional support. In the end, Mark's story is a reminder that empowerment comes from knowledge and action. By dispelling myths and encouraging open dialogue, we can create a culture where men feel safe and supported in discussing their sexual health. The journey might seem daunting, but with every step taken towards understanding, men can reclaim their confidence and enrich their lives. So, the next time you hear a myth about men's sexual health, remember Mark. Ask yourself if it's fact or fiction. Each question you pose and each myth you challenge is a step towards empowerment. Embrace this journey, for seeking knowledge is a heroic endeavor that can lead to improved health and stronger relationships. Together, let's embark on this path of understanding, breaking down barriers, and building up confidence. By doing so, we not only change our own lives, but also the lives of those around us, fostering a healthier, more informed community.